All right, today we're tuning this Chevy SS. It's a 6-liter truck. It's got an LSXR intake, 102 millimeter throttle body, I believe. But it's got a cylinder head camshaft package, 3000 converter, a couple other odds and ends I'll go over here in a second. But yeah, pretty nice piece. Curious to see what it's going to make. Check it out. Alright, here's this 6-liter Chevy SS truck. These things are all-wheel drive. I've taken the front drive shaft out of it to tune it in 2-wheel drive because the wheelbase is so long I can't fit it on the dyno. But so yeah, it's got the LSXR intake manifold on it. It's got a cylinder head and cam package. I don't really know much about the setup there. You see it's got like ARP head studs, your basic supporting stuff. Set of headers, obviously. It's got an AFE cold air intake. I'm not really sure how much I like that, just because there's tons of room in front of the throttle body here, and this thing makes a pretty hard 90, but I doubt that'll be the restriction holding us back power-wise, but just something to think about. But truck's decently nice. Yeah, these things are cool. I haven't done too many of them as far as the all-wheel drive trucks, but the few that I've done in these form is cool. I've done a few Trailblazers, obviously. They're definitely a good time on the street. This thing's still 93 octane. It's got a built 4L60, a 3000 converter. I don't know whose converter's in it, but it does have a 20-inch wheel on it still, which is what these things came with factory. The wheel's going to be pretty heavy, so not 100% sure what to expect out of for power. I had tuned this truck before on a different combination, and I believe it made in the 340 area for power. So the intake manifold and camshaft and cylinder heads were all different at that point than they are now. So, but yeah, so I got this thing strapped down and set up already. I'm going to run through some of the drivability pieces with it. Getting that big throttle body dialed in on this ECU is a little bit difficult, so I'm going to make sure I get that all sorted, and we'll start making some hits and see what happens. Alright, just finished up that SS. Horsepower wasn't really the goal here. I mean, obviously horsepower is always the goal, but the biggest concern was really drivability. But nonetheless, here's the two graphs from the baseline to where we got it. We made like 12 more horsepower and 20 foot-pounds of torque more, so it made 410 horsepower and 479 foot-pounds of torque. I'm sorry, 379 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Like, again, the biggest concern was really drivability with the 102 mil drive-by-wire deal, which has been, at least I think that's what the throttle body's on it. They didn't really specify, but that was been the challenge. I got the thing to idle well and drive okay on the dyno. I'm gonna take it for a spin down the street and make sure it, you know, it's happy when you come to a stop and all the kind of little drivability things that take the majority of the time programming stuff. But so far, pretty happy with it. Got to flip it around, throw the drive shaft back in it, and then yeah, take this thing for a drive and send it on its way. Typically I don't have the street drive stuff, just the I know the potential issues with this specific setup net me taking the thing for a spin. So, but yeah, all in all, happy with the numbers and how the programming's turned out so far. So hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to keep checking these out. I pretty much videotaping every car we tune at this point. So yeah, there'll be a lot of these videos to come, so check it out.